All right, let's pick up from where we left off. Number 16. 1 barrel of crude oil provides 6 million BTUs of energy. How many British thermal units, that's what BTUs are, of energy will 1 liter of crude oil provide? Okay, and then we'll get to this one in a second. All right, so we need to look something up. We have a barrel of crude oil, so this is a volume, and it provides 6 million BTUs of energy, so this is our energy. We want to know how much energy will 1 liter of crude oil provide. Okay, so that's important. We want energy per 1 liter per volume. So we need the volume on the top and we need the energy on the top. Okay, so we do know, so we looked it up, 1 barrel is 160 liters. Okay, so we have 6 million times 10 to the 6 BTUs of energy, and that's per 1 barrel. Okay. We know that 1 barrel is 160. So here, let's do this one, BBL. Okay. So we know that there's this much energy per barrel. So now we need something. Now this is the part that was missing. We have 1 barrel equals 160 liters. We need to get rid of barrels, so we know that barrel goes on top. 1 BBL is the same thing as 160 liters, or just L. So now we have a division problem here. Okay. Same thing, we're going to use our calculator for these ones. We could do the long division on it, but we're not going to. Okay, so we have, back to our trusty rusty calculator, 6 EE6. Okay, the EE means times 10, so there's our 6 million. And these cancel out. So now we're going to divide it by 160. Divide it by 160. And we get 37,500 BTUs per 1 liter. Okay, so that's how we write this out. Okay, other way of writing that would be 3.75 times 10 to the 4th power. BTUs per liter. There's our answer in scientific notation. Okay. So next part of this, how many calories of energy will 1 gallon of crude oil provide? Calories is a form of energy, and we have gallons also. Okay. So now we're working with changing both our energy and also our volume. We're going to need a little bit more space, so let me pull out a blank sheet of paper. Okay. So we got to start off with our answer that we had. So we have 3.75 times 10 to the 4th BTUs, that's our energy, per 1 liter. Okay? And now we need to know something about energy to calories, and we need to know something about gallons to liters. Okay? So 1 gallon is the same thing as 3.79 liters. And 1 BTU is the same thing as 252 calories. Okay, so we're going to convert both of these. So this is going to be a 2-step problem. Let's work with BTUs first. Okay, so British thermal units, we need to get rid of that, which means we need a number down here. We know that 1 British thermal unit is the same thing as 252 calories. BTUs cancels out, and now I'm left with calories. We also have to get rid of liters. I have liters on the bottom, so I need it on the top to change it to gallons. Okay, so we know that 3.79 liters is the same thing as 1 gallon. Okay, liters cancels out, and now I'm left with calories per gallons. And then we'll pull out our trusty rusty calculator and do this problem again. Okay, so we have, there's our answer from before, 37,500, okay, or 3.75 times 10 to the 4th. We're going to times that by 252, and we're also going to multiply it by 3.79. And we get 35,815,500, okay, or we have 3 significant digits, 3 significant digits, 3 significant digits, so we're going to keep the 358. This is the same thing as 3.58 times 10 to the 3/6 power. So we move our decimal all the way back so that it's only a number between 1 and 10. And our unit here would be calories per gallon. So calories is CAL per gallon. All right, and there's the second part to number 16. All right, last one, 17. For crude oil, 150 pounds of CO2 is released per million BTUs of energy. How much CO2 is produced by each barrel of crude oil? Okay? All right, so for this one, see if I can find my notes. We have 150 pounds of CO2. Pounds is LBS. I don't remember why it's LBS. Per million BTUs of energy. So that is per 1 times 10 to the 6 BTUs of energy. Let's see what we want to do here. How much CO2 is produced by each barrel? Okay, we already know that a barrel is producing 6, so we got to get rid of BTUs. So we know that 1 barrel from our first problem all the way up top is 6 million, or 6 times 10 to the 6 BTUs, okay, per 1 barrel, BBL, okay. BTUs cancels out, and now we have pounds, I should probably put in here, of CO2 per barrel. And we want to know how many CO2 produced by each barrel. So this should be our setup, we should be good. 150 divided by 1,000,000 times 6 million. Okay, so basically the times 10 to the 6 and the times 10 to the 6 cancel out. 6 minus 6. Okay, so we have 150 times 6. That's our answer. Type that in your calculator. 150 times 6 is 900 pounds of CO2 per 1 barrel. All right, and we're looking good.